Okay. So, welcome to another episode of Live Forex Trading with your host, Peeling Mindset. Right now, I'm just checking the system, just checking if everything is up and running. So, this is another episode. We are up for London session. Let's see what's going to happen. It's going to be a very interesting day today. And here we go. Here we go. Waiting for the friends to come in. I mean, look at this. The Friday analysis on gold. Look at this. It just went all the way up till the target 3. So these targets, target 1, target 2, target 3 was all there from Friday. And it's still running. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing day. Another amazing day. Went up like 270, 255 pips. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool from the entry position. So that's very cool. Just give me a second here. Alrighty. There's something wrong with it. Okay. Is everything working? Just checking the system. YouTube's been a little bit funny, so just want to make sure that everything is up and running perfect here. And we will be good to go. We will be perfect to go here. Still waiting and checking the system. Just checking. Yes, sir. This looks perfect. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop this ad here. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. 1, 2. And 1, 2. 1, 2. Interesting. And let's just keep this over here. Stream is healthy. Nice. That's pretty nice. And let's just minimize this. Okay, the friends are coming in. Nice and slow. That's good. Alrighty. Okay. So that's good. That's up and running. And finally, okay, we are here one more time, live Forex trading. So my friends are coming in. That's beautiful. So we are about to start. We are about to dig into the chart. So that's going to be interesting. And good morning to the guys. Good morning to the guys. Good morning, Ricardo. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. So looking at gold right now, that gold target, man, look at this. Price actually hit that gold target so well. Today's Asian session, price just pumped all the way up. That was beautiful. So the target 1, 2, 3 was given in Friday, and look at this. It's still there. It hit that target. So that's amazing. That is amazing. All right, so let's look at the daily candle, and let's start from our daily time frame and see what's happening in gold in today's market. Okay, so let's look at the daily candle. Looking at the daily candle, today's daily candle is definitely bullishing up. A simple technical analysis on Friday was something like this: bam, 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 which is happening right now. Right, so for any further continuation up in the daily time frame, price definitely needs to do some sort of retracement, some sort of retest on the bottom side before it heads up. So this will be something. This will be something I'm going to look out for throughout the week. So if this is actually going to happen, this maneuver is going to happen, I'm going to capitalize on that for sure, 100% sure. So on the daily time frame, it's looking bullish. It's a pretty good. Let's look at the weekly candle and see what's happening here too. Looking at the weekly candle, last weekly candle closed bullish with its liquidity wick on the downside. So we definitely see that, you know what? The pressure is bullish pressure. So the current weak candles been bullishing up. So definitely we have targets around here and cleaner targets all the way up right here. So that's pretty amazing. So let's go into the daily time frame one more time. So on the weekly time frame, eventually I would want to see some sort of wick on the downside before it heads up. That'll be much more beautiful. But yeah, daily time frame is bullish. 4 hour is bullishing up. Look at this. This is so beautiful. It has finally broken above that range, right? And this week is a clean week too. In terms of news and stuff, this week is a clean week too. So this is going to be a good week here. Look at this. Let's look at the calendar, right? So in Forex Factory, when you go into the calendar, you can see that there is no any major news that you have to keep an eye open for. So looks clean. Looks clean. Tuesday looks clean. Wednesday looks clean. Thursday looks clean. Friday looks clean. So that's good. That's very good. Now let's look into the news as well. Are there any news that we have to keep an eye open for? So in the past 24 to 30, 40 hours, let's see. Anything here? No, I don't see anything. So let's just close the news. Doesn't really matter, right? So this is all good. I'll close that as well. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's just bring that back and put the markets here. For the guys in the YouTube, if you don't know what session you are in, going into the market and seeing what session you are is available too. So if you don't know what session you are in, go into Forex Factory, go into market, and you will see what session we are in and what time it is right now in the FX market, right? So Sydney market's going to close in the next 30 minutes, which is interesting. And we are almost there. So we are in pre-London right now, and we are almost there till the London market opens. So that's going to be very interesting today to see how London's going to influence the price in gold. So the gold is actually looking very good, right? So let's see. Let's see. So my target 3 is almost being achieved. This is just amazing. Just amazing. So after target 3, another potential target could be right here. This right here. So how many pips is it from target 3? 60, 70 pips. All right, that's interesting. So this right here could be another target. And that's interesting. That's interesting to see if we can actually achieve that. All right. So, let's see. Let's break down the chart one more time. So looking at the 4 hour, we are just few minutes in this 4 hour. Okay. Eventually, the 4 hour is going to head up, but we want to see something like this. 1, 2, 3. Right. So we want to see something like this. We want to see something like that. If that happens, that'll be good. And obviously, looking at the range on the left-hand side, this range, that resistance, that consolidation has been broken, right? So we have broken that range with a 4 hour candle, and the candles are closing above. This is the first candle that closed above. This is the second candle right here. And this is the third candle that broke above. And this is a healthy bullish candle too. So that's today's candle that closed above. So which tells us that, you know what, there's a high chance of price for the heading up. So the target 3 is going to be achieved in no time. And after that, next target is going to be 1862.600. So let's see what's going to happen over there. All right. So let's see in 4 hour, what are the targets looking like in the 4 hour? Okay, in the 4 hour right now, the price is above the 4 hour resistance, which is good. Yeah, that is the first 4 hour target, definitely. 1862.600 is the first 4 hour target. So that's something I'm going to keep an eye open for. So the current 4 hour is just bullishing up. You know, if it just heads up without giving any sort of retest, obviously it is what it is. But reading the market, there is a higher chance for price to further head up. Definitely. Definitely more chances for the price to further head up. So what price may even do is it can actually do something like this. It can actually go bang, bang, retest and head up. It can actually go, gold can do a deeper retest, 100%. It can do a deeper retest because the movement from last week has been just heading up, right? So you can actually correct some of this movement and then further head up later. So that's something I'm going to wait for. This is something I need. If it's gonna if it's gonna do a deeper retest, that's like a golden opportunity right there. The deeper retest is like a golden opportunity. So let's see what's going to happen. So we are a few minutes in the 4-hour. 2-hour is just bullishing up. Previous 2-hour bullished up too. So this was an entry level in Asian session for gold bias. So here, any buys around here was good. Like 72 pips in today's Asian session. So the Asian price just pushed the price all the way up, man. This is beautiful, and the price did move with a proper price action too. Just bang, 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 bang. So we just need something like this. In the hourly, we need something like this here. Then we may get a continuation up. So let's see what's going to happen. And it's Monday, so the start of the week. So the momentum from the end of the last week is being carried over here. Definitely we can see that Tokyo market did move with a lot of influence. The Tokyo market moved almost like, let's see. So the Tokyo market moved like, let's see, from the open price, it moved about 120 pips. So it has moved 122 pips from the Asian market open, so Tokyo market. So that's pretty interesting. Are we going to get some sort of correction in the market, then further head up? So that's something to look at for. So the hourly candle here is going to close in the next 26 minutes. So let's see how this hourly candle is going to close. All right, how is this hourly candle going to close? Interesting. Actually, you know what? Let's look at the hour. Above this resistance, price is very close to this target 3. We need candle on the hourly. We need candle to break above this level, 1855 for 35, and close above for the next candle to further continue up. So that'll be good. That will be good. So the retail sales news in USD. US dollar was very bad, so that technically should allow gold to pump up. You know, that's what it's doing right now. So let's see if we can get some sort of continuation up. So all right, let's see. So the previous 30-minute candle definitely closed bullish. Sorry. So the price is definitely moving up with momentum. Look at this. It's actually making high highs, high lows, which is very interesting here. Moved up, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, and up. So I want to see something like this. A simple technical analysis is to tell me that, you know what, I want something like this to happen in hourly and 30 minutes. If that happens, that'll be beautiful. A very beautiful thing right there. So just waiting, just hanging around here. Just waiting and hanging around there. All right. So let's see. 30 minutes. 15 minute. All right. So the previous 15-minute candle closed something like this. All right. So the current 15-minute candle actually rejected that 1855 for 450 level. Interesting, isn't it? So the high it has made is 1853, 550. So the idea in my head is that I don't want to fight with the trend. So if the trend for now is bullish, I want to see how I can capitalize on bullish structure and bullish opportunities. So I'm just waiting here. Just trying to wait and see. Hourly is still bullish. Very nice, man. This was an amazing trade. On the Friday, this was an amazing trade. Look at this. Wow. That's like 268 pips. Beautiful. Beautiful trade. Let's see. So the 5-minute, okay, 5-minute rejected the area. And it's moving up with structure. Very interesting. All right, so wow, 1 minute is there with the structure too. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually wait for this hourly candle to either close above 1855 for 35, for 50 eventually, or I want to wait and see if this hourly candle could retrace it down, then make some sort of support deeper, or at least make a support, then further head up. I need the candles to make some sort of support before it heads up. So let's look at pound yen. So I'm allowing myself to flirt around for now. Hey, Amir Ali Khan says, "Hey man, how are you today? I'm good. I hope you're doing well too, Mir. I hope Mir is doing well too. All right, that's interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase this notation about whatever that was. So, all right, pound instruments are just ranging. This pound instrument, pound yen, is just ranging. Look at this. So the previous daily candle did close bullish above the resistance, right above the resistance. So what's going to happen in pound yen? It's just ranging, man. I would love to stay away from the range. So is the price trying to reject these areas? Because if you look at the daily highs, every high is lower. Look at this. All of the highs are lower than the previous highs, right? Previous 3 consecutive highs. So what's happening? So the weekly candle did finish bullish. I want to see some sort of rejection from the top and see candles heading down in GJ, but man, it's just not happening here. It's actually not happening. All right, so the monthly candle is still bullish, okay? It's very close to this. Or what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to erase all of this and let's start fresh here. All right, so let's look at this. The current monthly candle is very close to this monthly resistance. That is a key rejection level too. So is GJ going to tap that level and reject and then start heading down? Or is it going to break that and close above and start heading up? What's happening in pound? Pound is in this uncertain range. So this is not good at all. So let's see. Let's go to weekly chart. Okay, when going to the weekly chart, we can definitely see the previous weekly candle close above this resistance. So eventually, if the current weekly candle could do something like this, could do dun dun dun, this will be important to see. If that's going to happen, we may get a continuation up, right? So let's see how this weekly candle is going to perform. So is it going to make some sort of wick on the downside before it moves up? If it does, then there's a cleaner chance of buys then, obviously. But we have to be careful because this gray level on the top is a monthly rejection point. So have to wait, definitely. But man, looking at GJ, a daily candles are ranging there. 4 hour is ranging. Look at this. Look at this dirty range here. Oh my god. Who wants to trade in this range? Man, I would love to stay away from this range, to be honest. Alright, this is a daily resistance right here. Okay, this is another daily resistance. So price is rejecting that daily 4 hour, 4 hour resistance. 4 hour is going back in this range. So if this in total, let's see if I can draw it correctly. Okay, so if that's a 4 hour range, price is trying to go back in that range. So I would eventually wait for the candles to break below this 153.470 level, at least for cleaner sells. For buys, I need candles, at least a 4 hour candle to close above this level right here. 154.315. 154.315, at least. A 4 hour candle to close above, at least. For sales, I can wait for an hourly candle to close below, so let's see what happens. Other than that, this is just a 4 hour range, and there's literally no trade in it. There's literally no trade in it. Looking at the 2 hour, 2 hour is in a range 2, is rejecting that top 4 hour daily high, but not sure if the price is going to break these levels. If you could eventually break 153,470 and close below, man, there is a cleaner range on the downside. There's definitely a cleaner range, and definitely this wick right here could serve as a target too. So this wick here could serve as a target, and candles could fuel that. All right, this, look at this. Maybe this wick could be a target. Maybe this wick could be a target eventually if it's heading down. And there's cleaner traffic on the left hand side too. So gotta wait. Gotta wait and see if the candles are gonna break 153,470 level. On weekly time frame, 153,470 level. Okay. Yeah, gotta wait and see. Gotta wait and see. Obviously, volume has to be on our side too, you know, because pound yen has been ranging for some time now. How many days has it been ranging for? It's been ranging for 6 days, almost 7 days. Almost 7 days. It has been ranging for almost 7 days. That's interesting. So, yep, gotta be careful in this range. This is a 4 hour, 1 hour, 2 hour range. Price is just going up and down, up and down, up and down. So that's crazy. You want to stay away from these ranges here. Let's see. Yep, I would stay away from pound yen. Pound yen is a big no-no. So what I'm going to do is I will set an alert around this level, 153,470 level. Once price starts heading down to that level, I'll keep my eyes open for any sort of sell. Until then, I'm just staying away. Just gonna set my alarm 153,470. Okay. 153,470. Okay. This right here. And that's on. Good. 153,470. Okay, that's good. And let's look at gold one more time. Coming back into gold, gold is moving up. Wow, it hit that target 3 as well. Look at this. 3 of the targets achieved. 1, 2, 3. Amazing. Amazing trade. All right, so the hourly candle is going to close in the next 15 minutes. So the question we have to ask this current 1 hour candle is this hourly candle going to close above 1855,435 level? If that's so, there's a higher chance it can actually go for the next target, which is 1862,600. All right, that could be its target. Let's see. Let's see how the market's going to behave around that level, right? So, okay. 30-minute. Okay, previous 30-minute candle has this lower wick heading up towards the target 3. So let's look at the targets in the 30-minute candle and see if there's any other detail we can get here on the left-hand side traffic. If my charts are going to allow me, that'll be good. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see it now. So looking at it, there's a rejection point here. Very close by 90 pips. So okay, let's see here. And template gray. Yep. Let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to decide if I should wait for candles to close above this gray area, because that way I have a cleaner traffic in 30-minute too. So even in the smaller micro time frame, it's telling me that there is a 50 pips range there. So should I dive in the 50 pips range, or should I do something here? So I'm asking myself questions. So let's see. 15 minutes. Let's look at the left hand side traffic on the 15-minute hour. 15 minute. 15 minute. Okay. All right, so looking at the traffic, yes, I think I'm going to wait for the candles to actually break this 1857 300 level. This is interesting. 1857 300 level. It looks much more beautiful. All right, so so what I'm going to do is I'll actually erase this target. Actually, just give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. And okay, so okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Target 1. Okay, 1836. My target 3 is 1855, 435. Yep. And gotta be careful then. Okay, anyways. So the 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 11 minutes. Very interesting here. A 15-minute candle and 30-minute candles are trying to head up. It has to leave that wick on the top, right? So we have to ask this 30-minute, this current hourly candle, the question that, is it actually going to close above? Is it going to fill that gap with its volume all the way up, or is it going to leave some wick on the upper side for the next candle to fill? So we got to wait for 10 more minutes. Obviously, price is bullishing up, so a better idea is to wait for some sort of confirmation that's going to be a support and then take a trade, right? So that's what my plan is. I'm going to wait for a support to form and eventually take a trade. So just waiting here. Let's look at pound AUD here. Okay, pound AUD. Pound AUD is back in that range. Back in that range. Interesting. Let's remove all of the drawing here. Let's go to the daily time frame. It's below the daily key level. Okay, 1 below the daily key level. Price open with a gap. Okay, that's interesting. And the gap is on the upside. About 80 pips of range there. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, 2 hours heading up. Interesting. Open with the gap. And coming back in that range. So if this from here to here is a 55, 60 pips sort of a range, I would want to stay away from this range here. I would eventually want to see price rejecting this level for sales, or I need a 4-hour candle to at least break 181,945 level. If I get a 4-hour close above 181,945 level, there's a cleaner range on the left hand side, and this wick on the left hand side could be potential targets too. I can keep that as my target. So I'm just waiting here. That'll be good. If I can eventually attack this, or get some sort of sell. Just waiting. There's nothing much happening today. Nothing much happening. Gold is definitely moving up, but just waiting for a better opportunity here. So what I'm going to do is, there's a lot of information here. So I'm going to erase this, erase all of that. So this was the trade on the Friday that actually ran all the way up 270 pips. Interesting, isn't it? So that was a buy called out on Friday here, and position is still running. Still running. Okay. Eventually. Targets 1, 2, 3. So it's just a normal day here. We're just waiting. Nothing much. Price is definitely moving up. On Asian session, there was a possible gold trade on the break of these highs. So a buy over here would have been something good. That would have been good. That would have been good. Gotta wait for 6 more minutes here. 6 more minutes. All right. So 6 more minutes left for this hourly candle to close. So the question is this hourly candle going to leave some sort of wick on the top for the next hourly to fill, or is this hourly candle going to close above 1855 for 35 at least? Let's see. So I'm actually going to see if I can take any buys above this level. So that's going to be my idea here for today, taking buys above 1857 300. That's going to be my idea, taking buys above there. So that's more clear, right? So the range is much more clear. So if you look in the left hand side traffic, price closing above that could allow me capitalize on this cleaner traffic on the left hand side. So that should be something interesting here. So let's just wait and see. 5 more minutes left. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Okay. So 155 for 35 level. Interesting. Interesting. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so right here, yep, and 1. Interesting. All right, so the 4-hour, if you look at the 4-hour, current 4-hour, it's actually rejecting the top area, right? You can clearly see that, you know what, even if it's bullish, it's sort of rejecting that top area. So what's happening, right? So the question is, what's happening? Is it actually rejecting the top area? If we see some sort of rejection in the 4-hour, and as we said earlier, if we could see some sort of retest before it heads up, or a lower wick in this 4-hour, that will be much more stronger. That will be a stronger confluence right then, because the price action, the technical at that time will be playing out, and that will be much more, I would say, that in that way we will see a proper price action, right? It's not leaving any lower wicks. It's going to make a proper wick on the downside. It's going to retest that previously broken 4-hour resistance. So if you look at this, that's a 4-hour resistance on the left hand side. So what are the chances it's going to retest that? There's a high chance, right? If there's enough volume, it can retest that level, then further continue up. right? That'll be interesting here. So Hamza says, "Hey man, are you streaming early just for today? Because your description says 3:30 GMT." I actually started a little bit early just to check the systems, but obviously, our trading time start around 6:30 GMT. So, yep, it's always a good idea to show up early to your work. So, because this is my work, I have to show up early, man. I have to show up early, see any opportunities, mark out my chart, annotate my chart, whatever. Then for the do other stuff. So that's the idea here. Okay. All right, Rad saying good morning. Good morning, Rad. I hope you're doing well. Mr. Rad is here. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so the hourly is retracing. Okay, that's good. That's good. Still, the bias is buys. There could be short-term sells, but buys look more probable with the structure. So it's a good idea to wait. I mean, this 4 hours. So what this 4 hour can do is it can retrace deeper and make it a lower wick, then start heading up. That's what it can do. So at the end of the day, at the end of the clock, the candles are going to move in its original direction. So definitely gotta wait. Definitely gotta wait. All right, so the hourly is rejecting it. Hourly is gonna close in the next hour. Sorry, next minute. All right. And that's interesting. Interesting. Let's draw a channel here. So the channel could be something like this. So this is just to assist my eye. So this is nothing rocket science here. There's no rocket science behind it. Just to assist my eyes, right? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. Okay, hourly is gonna close in the next 12 seconds. Interesting. So this hourly is rejecting that area. It's rejecting 1852 495. So if you look at the high of this current candle, it is rejecting that 1855. Oh, actually no, 1855 460. Sorry, it's rejecting that level. So looking at the hourly, previous hourly close with rejection, it has a longer rejection wick on the top. So this is something interesting to see. All right, so the 4 hour is still bullish. Now the 4 hour has a smaller wick on the bottom. I eventually want to see a 4 hour support for a better push on the upside, but this could be a higher low. This could be a higher low too. So okay, we are only 1 hour in the 4 hour candle. Okay, so we still have 3 more hours left. So just gotta wait and see what's happening here. Okay, looking at the 2 hour. 2 hour candle has 1 hour left for its close. It's still bearish, rejecting the top. Okay, so this is something interesting. Let's see. Alrighty. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, 2 hour. Interesting. Interesting situation here. So it's 30-minute rejecting some key levels on the left-hand side. Let's see. Let's see if there's any key level on the left-hand side that the price is actually rejecting. So that's 555. That's 1855, 455. Okay. 1855, 455. This is a rejection point right around here. Or 60, 56. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to wait here. I'm just going to wait. So if the current 30-minute candle could close as a support, that could allow us to see an opportunity where it's going like this. Da 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 da. So gotta wait for this. Gotta wait for that. Tum 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 tum. Okay. Okay. So the previous 30-minute candle closed with a smaller wick on the top as well. So what's happening here, right? So the Sydney market has closed. Sydney market has closed. So we have London market open in the next 55 minutes. So maybe Sydney market close has induced this volume, right? So the price pushing down may have been the Sydney market close too. So let's check. Let's wait and see. Wait and see. Alrighty. 5 minutes. So the 5 minute is coming back in the channel. That's something interesting. 5 minute is coming back in the channel. 5 minute is coming back in the channel. I would eventually want to see this channel being broken, right? So because I'm willing to take buys above 1857 300. That way it's much more cleaner. The range on the left hand side is much more cleaner. It's 50 pips range there, and that way I can take a clear buys from there. So at this point in time, just waiting. That's all I'm doing, waiting. It'll be a good idea to see something like this. 4 hour. Eventually. That'll be a good idea. Tokyo has been pushing the price all the way up. It's just continuing the momentum from the last week. So that's something interesting here. Let's see. If something like this could actually happen in 4 hour, this previously broken resistance range, if that could be retested, man, that'd be good. That'd be good. I mean, this candle, this second candle that closed above the range, this one. Sorry. So this candle did some sort of retest with its wick. If you look at the lower wick on this smaller 4-hour candle, this one, it did some sort of retest, right? So that definitely tells us that, you know what, it did a retest, but was that a proper retest? Was that a proper retest? If that's the proper retest, then price continuing up and achieving targets on the top is not any question, right? So that could happen. That could definitely happen. So I'm just waiting for an hourly support or price to at least break above 1857 300. Let's see, for cleaner buys, for definite cleaner buys. For now, current 1 hour, previous 1 hour has rejected the top, and the current 1 hour is bullish. So I have to wait, and we are only 1 hour and 10-15 minutes in the 4 hours. So that's not going to tell us any sort of direction here. So let's just wait and see until the half of the 4 hour, right? So wait and see. Wait and see. So this 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 6 minutes. If this 15-minute candle rejects this channel and starts heading down below this 4-hour gray area, because this 4-hour this area right here, this gray area is a 4-hour level too, right? If the price starts closing below this 4-hour area, that'll be something to look after for sales, maybe short-term sales. So that'll be something to look after for short-term sales. So let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see what's going to happen. But the overall bias is definitely buys. Definitely buys. All right, so this 5-minute candle broke out of the channel. This 5-minute candle approached the channel, but it hasn't closed inside, right? So this current 5-minute candle is going to close in the next 30 seconds. Is this current candle going to close inside the channel? If it does, it's going to suggest more bullish pressure. That's what I can say. So we have to wait and see. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right, so the 5-minute candle didn't close in the channel. Still, the candles are fighting the direction, I think. So bullish and bearish sentiment isn't much clear yet. So let's see. Because the previous 30-minute candle, if you look at this logically, previous 30-minute candle rejected that area, right? And it rejected a psychological level too. It rejected 1855 460 level. That's a flat level, right? So if it's actually rejecting that level. So that's something interesting. And for clear bullish sentiment, we have to wait for an hourly support to form. So the previous hourly closed with a smaller body, but a proper rejection from the top, right? So if you could actually do something like this. That would be good. That would be good. That would be good. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so the 15-minute candle is coming into close in the next 3 minutes, which is interesting here. Is this current 15-minute candle? So the question we have to ask this 15-minute candle is, because we've drawn this channel here, is this 15-minute candle going to close inside the channel? Is it going to go inside the channel, close inside the channel? Or is it going to reject this channel for now and it's going to head down? What's going to happen? Are we going to get any sort of short-term sort of sales? Just got to wait. All righty. Just got to wait. Let's see. All right, the 4 hour is still hanging around there. Is 4 hours still bullish? Looking at the daily tells us that, you know what, there's still chances for daily candle to head all the way up to this 1867.20 level. If there's enough volume momentum from last week's retail sales sort of news, and if the market is going to induce some volume in gold, man, there is a high chance it could actually achieve these targets. So let's see how much a range is it. So it's in about 66 pips of range from the current price level. So I would ideally want to see a hourly support. That'll be interesting, you know. If 4 hour could do a proper retest, that'll be interesting. Something interesting too. That'll be a golden opportunity, to be honest. If the 4 hour starts retracing back and does some sort of retest and then starts heading up, that'll be very ideal. That'll be a golden opportunity. Candles are heading up. All right, so the 15-minute candle is coming into close in the next 1 minute. All right, so the question we have to ask this current 15-minute candle is it going to close inside the channel? If it's going to close inside, we have a higher chance of, you know what, bullish sentiment or a bullish pressure coming in the market. So let's see what's going to happen. What's going to happen? So the Sydney market is going to open up in the next 47 minutes. 47 minutes, right? 47 minutes. So that's going to be interesting here. All right, so it's closing back in the channel. Waiting for this 13-minute candle to close. Ideally waiting for buys above 1857.300 because it's cleaner range around that area. So 1857, 300 level. So let's see what's going to happen there. Are we going to get any sort of buys today? Let's see. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, gotta wait. Not rushing in any sort of trade. It's a Monday. So I want to see something smooth, right? So 4 hour is still bullishing up. As we said, there's a high chance it can continue up without any retest. But man, if it's gonna retest, that'll be a good idea, right? That'll be a good idea. Let's see what's gonna happen. 1 hour, still there. 30-minute. It's gonna close in the few 14 minutes. So let's see. All right, so the 15-minute candle definitely close inside the channel. All right, definitely close inside the channel. And it's suggesting some sort of bullish pressure here. So 30-minute candle seems as if it's actually heading in the channel too. So let's see if this 30-minute candle closes inside the channel, and that'll be interesting to see. That'll be something interesting to see. 2 hour is bullishing up. That's good. That's good. 2 hour bullishing up. Hourly is bullishing up, very close to the previous high. All right, 13 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to close. Interesting. Oh, interesting. I see contraction here. I see another contraction here. Very interesting. I definitely see buys coming in. So I have to see where I can take the buys. From the current price action all the way till 1857, it's 15 pips of range. So should I force my trade in a 15 pips of range? When I ask myself that question, I say to myself, no. A big no-no. So I shouldn't be forcing a trade on a Monday, so I'm trying to stay calm here. Trying to stay calm and patient. All right, let's see. 20 pips. 11, 13 pips. Yeah, want to wait here. Would love to wait. Da, na, 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 na. 41 minutes left for this hourly candle to close. Interesting. 41 minutes. Let's look at pound yen one more time. Pound yen doing anything interesting? No. Just ranging, man. I'm going to stay away from pound yen. Let's look at pound AUD. Oh, man. Pound AUD is looking ugly too. Okay. Maybe just focus on gold. Just focus on gold. Hourly 10 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to close. Alrighty. Alright, so the 1-minute candle is coming down to this bottom bit of the channel, right? So eventually if the price taps this channel and starts heading up, we can break the channel. So that way I can get a clear breakup of 1857 300 and I could get some buys there because there's a clean range on the left hand side. So let's just wait for the candle to do something like that. It's very interesting if this 1 minute does some sort of retest on this bottom channel before heading up. That'll be interesting. That will be very interesting here. Interesting. Is this the retest in the 1 minute before the price heads up? That'll be something to look out for. 30-minute is still bullish. Okay. Yeah, still gotta wait. 1 minute is acting according to the channel, so that's something to look out for. Look at this. Look and see how many interactions the 1 minute candles have done with the channel, right? So here is going to interact here up. So definitely see buys coming in, but still gotta wait. I'm more than willing to wait for the candles to break these important levels. Then I'll start to see if I can take any sort of buys. So I have to wait and see, man. Have to wait and see. If there's any sort of request, because I'm waiting, I think there's going to be a longer wait today. If there's any request from anybody, just shoot it at me and we can look at it. Any request, any chart, any question, if I can help you with it, just go for it. Just ask. If I know the answer, I'm more than willing to share it. Any question, just go for it. Ask. USD CAD, or my friend wants to look at USD CAD. Jamil, do you have any chart on USD CAD? USD CAD. Wow. Yeah, man, looking at the daily time frame, it tells me that, you know what? there's a higher chance of price actually falling down. Not sure what USD CAD is doing here. USD CAD is still falling down. Our weekly candle close small in smaller in size of body, right? Maybe in relation to volume, the volume is sort of dying, but it's actually quite strange because look at this. Price opened up with a gap on the upper side. Price should have opened up from here, but there was a gap. So there was some sort of happening in USD CAD over the weekend. So the weekly price closed opened from above. So that's something important to look at here. Looking at the daily time frame, a simple technical analysis is going to tell me that, you know what, there's a higher chance of USD CAD dropping down. So this is something to look after for this point right here. Maybe a break of this support. There could be sales coming in all the way down like this. This could be a movement you can capitalize on, maybe on USD CAD. It's a cleaner week, so hopefully the weekly candle somehow does something like this. Does similar maneuver to the previous week. So there could be a short-term buys like the previous week, so you can actually head up, then start heading down, right? Because it's a cleaner week, I don't expect any haphazard sort of a movement in USD CAD. So eventually, if the wick on the downside is going to be targeted, if this wick could be filled in USD CAD, that'll be good. That'll be good. So I would wait for a proper rejection wick like this on USD CAD on a weekly. Wait for a proper rejection wick, and then the candles starting an attack on the left-hand side wick. So that'll be something interesting to look at. But if there's any volume, if the volume on the downside is dying, definitely you need to see a weekly support, man. Because on the weekly time frame, look at this, price is falling down with heavy momentum, right? So look at the momentum here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So maybe that's gonna happen. So gotta wait for this. Gotta wait for this retest. It'll be interesting to see price close below 129.35 level at least. This will be something interesting to look at. Sales from there do look apparent. So a candle close, a higher time frame candle close below that level could actually suggest some sales. That'll be something interesting to look at over there. For buys, definitely have to wait for candles to close above this level, you know, cleaner buys. Have to wait. Have to wait and see. USD CAD, and it's actually in that range too, you know, price has to break away from this range. If this is a range in USD CAD, it has to break away from that range somehow. It has to break away and reject that level once, or at least once, you know, before moving away from that range. That'll be something interesting to look at. Any candle close above here is only a cleaner range, is only going to give you a cleaner range on the left hand side for buys. So for overall time frame, probably at the end of the week, I'll be looking to see if I can take any sort of sell. But yep, that'll be interesting. For today, price is coming back in that ugly range. Look at this. This is the ugly range here. Ugly range. Have to see candles close below this level. At least a 2-hour candle, maybe. At least a 2-hour candle close below 129.35 level here. That'll be good. All right, this hourly candle close in USD CAD is also going to tell you something. If this hourly candle close is bearish with its healthy bearish body, there could be chances for sales here too. All right, so the current hourly candle has 32 minutes left for its close. All right, it's very interesting now. And the 30-minute has 2 more minutes left for its close. So the question we got to ask this 30-minute candle is it actually rejecting the channel still? Or is it going to close inside the channel? This current 30-minute candle. So we will know in the next 1 minute and 47 seconds. We will definitely know that. So just waiting here. Just been a pretty waiting day here. It's Monday, obviously we don't expect a lot of action in Monday. So what I'm going to do is I'll actually play some music so that my friends and we can chill. If there's any question from YouTube, we are more than happy to answer the questions, even from the Zoom community. If you have something to share, something interesting to share, just share it. 100% share it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmute my friends here, and if somebody wants to talk, somebody wants to share ideas, 100% go for it. Okay. So everything's good. Just waiting and waiting. All right. Just waiting. All right. Let's see. In the next 50 seconds, is this 30-minute candle going to close in the channel, or is it going to reject that? It'll be interesting to see. All right, so the 15 minutes seems almost as if it's ranging. So we're just waiting. So not a problem, right? We haven't jumped into any sort of trade. So waiting has been worthwhile. So gotta wait for another 30 seconds. All right, so the 5-minute candles are telling me that, it's actually rejecting the channel. Look at this, 5-minute is rejecting the channel. So where are we going to get this short-term sales here? Or should we even force any short-term sales? That's the question. All right, looking at the 30-minute candle, 30-minute candle has made some sort of support here. So if I actually erase that channel and everything, simple price action tells me that, price moved up. So all right, so looking at this, these are the support points, or the points where price has been supported to go up, right? So eventually, if I see some sort of retest around this support, if this current 30-minute candle could actually make a lower wick before heading up, that'll be good. That's going to suggest me that, there is high chance for the price to head up. Okay, so that's going to suggest me that, price is going to head up. So we need a lower wick in this 30-minute candle before it starts heading up. That'll be a good idea. So that's going to be the close of the hourly candle too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually wait for this hourly candle to close and tell me that, if the bias is bullish, or is the market just stagnant, or what's happening. So I have to wait for another 28 minutes. It's pretty good. And that's going to be the close of the 2 hours too. So that's something significant. Right? So I'm going to wait for that. Definitely going to wait for that.
back to out the door, then you have magic.
All right, and I am back one more time. So this is very interesting here. All right, let's see. Let's see. All right, so the current 30-minute candle has actually done a retest. Look at this. It has actually made its wick, right? So this is something I was talking about. If this lower wick on the 30-minute candle is a liquidity grab for the 30-minute candle to further head up, that'll be interesting. So we have to wait for the candles to flip in our direction. So it's actually heading up like this. Da 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 da, right? So if that's something that just happened, if that's a liquidity grab, wait for this 30-minute candle to flip in your direction, and maybe there could be a buying opportunity there. So let's see. For any sort of cleaner buys, I'm definitely going to wait for 1857.300 to be broken. But man, looks like there could be a chance here too. So this 30-minute candle flipping bullish and closing bullish is not only a 30-minute close, but an hourly close. Look at this. This hourly has 25 minutes left for its close too. So that'll be something interesting to look at. All right, that'll be very interesting to look at. This 15-minute candle could be outside the channel, but man, this liquidity grab, if this lower wick is a liquidity grab, it can head up. So just gotta wait for this 30-minute hourly candle to sort of close, sort of flip in our direction. All right, looking at the 2 hour is still hanging around that area. Let's see what's gonna happen. I definitely see buys coming in, you know, just gotta wait. Something very interesting here. Something very interesting. All right, so the 15-minute candle is rejecting that downside. Very interesting here, isn't it? It's actually very interesting. All right, so it looks like that lower wick on the 15-minute, 30-minute is turning out to be a liquidity grab in gold. So looks like the candles are going to head up slowly but surely. All righty, so interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. Alright, so the 15-minute candle does look like it's ranging, but on the 30-minute candle, it does make sense for this current 30-minute candle to further head up, right? I know some traders who actually took buys here. I definitely know some of the traders who took buys there. Bum, 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 ba, bum. Bum, ba, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Ba, bum, ba, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, ba, bum. Ba, ba, bum. Ba, ba, bum. Bum, ba, bum. Bum, ba, da, bum. Bum, ba, bum. Alright, so the 30-minute candle is still open, alright? So this is the close of the 1 hour candle or two. So the question we're gonna ask this current 1 hour candle is it gonna push all the way up and feel the wick, feel that volume, or is it going to retrace, leave some wick on the top for the next candle to fill? What's happening here? More than likely. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Sorry, so this 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 5 minutes, right? So it's very interesting because if this downside movement is a liquidity grab for this 15-minute candle, we may get a push up. You just have to wait and see. No need to be very impulsive, you know. It's a Monday. Just staying relaxed, calm and relax. Da, da, da. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom. See what's gonna happen. So the close of the hourly candle is coming very close now. In 19 minutes, this hourly candle is gonna close. So just waiting. 19 more minutes left. Interesting. Very, very interesting here. Solid interesting. All right, so 15 minutes seems almost as if it's ranging, right? So the for this current 15-minute candle to show us some sort of liquidity wick, it has to flip a bullish. If it's actually grabbing this liquidity on the downside, this 15-minute candle first has to flip bullish. All right, so let's see what's happening here. What's happening in the market? The hourly candle was coming to a close too. In the next 17 minutes, we are going to get the candles closed. Let's see what the sentiment of the market is here. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. 17 more minutes left. So I'm gonna wait for this 15-minute, 30-minute candle to close. So that'll be a close of the hourly candle 2 and 2-hour candle 2. So that's something interesting to see, because if this 2-hour candle could close bullish with a wick on the top, or it actually could push up, close a healthy bullish candle, the next candle can further continue up. So my chances of getting buys above 1857.300 till my target could actually happen. That could happen, right? So let's see. I'm trying to stay away from sells here, because sells definitely doesn't look good, you know, doesn't look appealing. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens in the next 15 minutes here. If anybody has any sort of question, just go for it, because if I don't have the answer, other team in the group may have the answer too. So it's a good idea to ask questions, discuss ideas, even in the YouTube community. If you're here for the first time, you know, you can ask questions, 100% ask questions. Because the idea by the stream was to help guys interact, and yep, just a free community. So just go for it, YouTube guys. All right, so the 15-minute candle closed dodgy, but it has grabbed its liquidity on the downside, right? So that's something interesting here. So the 30-minute candle is still open. So it looks like the downside movement in the 30-minute candle was a liquidity grab. So all this lower wick formation was a liquidity grab. So there's a higher chance the candle could actually further move up, fill the wick on the left-hand side, and further continue up. So that's something interesting to look at here. And this is the close of the hourly candle 2. This is the close of the hourly candle 2. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Is this candle gonna further move up? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Looks like the volume in gold is not as much as regular as the other days. There isn't enough volume here for London session. The London market's going to open up in the next 14 minutes. So that's 13 to 14 minutes. So that's something to look at. Maybe the London market's going to induce some sort of volume in GJ here. Sorry, gold. Gold. Yeah, GJ is just ranging, man. There's literally nothing happening in GJ here. Nothing happening in GJ. Alright, so the close of the hour is coming close. The hourly candle is going to close in the next 12 minutes. Interesting. So is this 30-minute candle going to push up? Because it has grabbed its liquidity, right? There is a support. It tapped the support. So there is a higher chance for this current 30-minute candle to further head up. So 15-minute candle is still in that range. A clear price action is in the view of the 30-minute or hourly, right? So I definitely see price further moving up. I just want to wait for this hourly candle to close and tell me what's going to happen next. Let's see. 30 minutes seems as if it can head up. But 15-minute is in a range, so something to look at. Five-minute is ranging too. There isn't a clear structure in 5 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute is ranging. 5 minute is in that range too. I definitely see more chances of price pushing up. I'm just waiting here. So the hourly candle is going to close in the next 11 minutes. So the question for the hourly candle is it going to close something like this retracement, or is it actually going to close like this? What's going to happen? If it could actually leave some sort of wick on the top for the next candle to fill, that would be a good idea, you know. Let's see. So 30-minute is definitely pushing up. So this lower wick on the 30-minute was a liquidity grab. Look at this, and it's starting to head up. It's starting to head up. That's something good. I think it's going to feel the wick on the left-hand side and further continue up. That was amazing. Amazing. 10 minutes left for this hourly candle to close. And this is the close of the 2-hour candle too. This is the close of the 2-hour candle too. Look at the price action, man. That was good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. That's good. Alrighty, so we have 9 more minutes left for this 15:30 1-hour candle to close. What do you think is an entry around 155 or 155 or 7? Okay. Oh yeah, that's a impulsive entry. I think that'll be an impulsive entry. So I'm not willing to take an impulsive entry on a Monday. Why? Is because I'm expecting the price to do something like this. It can. So there's a few things that can happen with gold. With the London push, it can actually break above and do something like this, right? So an entry on the break of the high. That is a valid idea, but what I'm thinking is, because in 4-hour time frame, if you look at the 4-hour time frame, let's look at this. In the 4-hour time frame, the current 4-hour candle hasn't done much of the bullish action, right? So why is this 4-hour candle waiting here? is this 4-hour candle going to do something like this? Then head up? What's happening? Right? So that's why I'm waiting for the candle to break my level on the top. An entry around 1855.47 is a impulsive entry for me, so I would stay away from it. I would definitely stay away from it, because once I enter around here, that's not only going to expose me to the new hourly candle retracement, but that's going to expose me with a bigger risk, because I'm going to enter with an impulse entry, so I have to wait. I don't think that's a good idea, not at all. So gotta wait. I want to see this. To be honest, I want to see this 4-hour candle. I want to see this 4-hour candle doing something like this. The current 4-hour candle to do something like, let's see if I can actually draw it here. Oh yeah, I actually want this current 4-hour candle to do something like this. But that's something, you know, that's something I have to wait. So we are halfway through the 4-hour candle. Obviously, halfway through 2 of the hours of the 4-hour candle obviously closed above, right? So we still have 6 more minutes to see what's happening. What are the odds of price going up from here? Because obviously price action dictates that, you know what, if price is in a momentum, price has to create some sort of support. So I haven't seen a clear 4-hour support. So that's why I am staying off of the impulse entries right now. If there was a 4-hour support, I would actually go for the impulse entry. 100%. 100% go for the impulse entry. But I don't know. You know, it just doesn't feel right. My intuition's telling me that maybe it's not a correct way to enter. So just staying off of it. Our 2-hour seems as if 2-hour made that support, right? So eventually, if 2-hour made this support and started heading up, I need another 2-hour support for the price to head up. So we still gotta wait a little bit more. So that's why I'm willing to wait, because if buys are coming in, buys above 1857.300 is there. 100% is gonna be there. If there's enough volume for the price to drive up, there is still enough time left. So let's wait and see how this hourly candle closes, right? Wait and see how this hourly candle closes. That's going to be the close of the 2-hour candle 2, and we will see what we can do. 30-minute looks good. 30-minute actually looks good for further continuation up, but I have to wait and see how this 30-minute is going to close. Have to wait and see how this 30-minute closes. There is a higher chance price could actually push up, but I'm willing to wait, because on 15-minute it's not so clear. Look at this. 15-minute is not so clear, you know, and it's interacting with the channel several times. It's sort of rejecting that channel, so have to be careful. Have to be careful. If it's interacting with the channel several times, what are the chances it's going to break that high and I'm going to enter? It's going to give me 3-4 pips, 5 pips, 7 pips, and it's going to go down again. There is a higher chance, because price interacts with the channel several times when there is no volume, right? So it's telling me, it's not only telling me that, you know what, it's risky, it's telling me that, man, there's no volume, so gotta wait. So that's why I'm waiting. Price is just ranging. All right, 3 more minutes left. That's interesting. I am interested. All right, 4-hour is doing its thing. We have 3 more minutes left for this 2-hour candle to close. Interesting. So the London market's going to open up in the next 3 minutes. It'll be interesting to see how this London market's going to interact with gold's market here. How the London market's going to push the price here. So I'm interested because if gold has pushed up from Tokyo session, this is an analogy to look after for, right? So gold has pushed up from Tokyo session all the way up, right? So if a London market wants its premium price or its discounted price, is it gonna retrace the 4-hour candle all the way down? Then it's gonna start head up, and then it's gonna start heading up. That would be something interesting to look at because we are very close to this 4-hour. Very close to this London session open. So often around market session open time, we see heavy retracement in the price. So that retracement is going to make sense for the 4-hour candle to further move up later, if it's actually moving up with price action, right? So this resistance has been broken. I need a proper retest. This not only going to be a 4-hour retracement, it's going to be a 2-hour, 1-hour support, right? And it's going to further head up if that's going to happen. So that's something I'm going to look out for. That's something I'm going to keep my eyes open for. Okay. Still got 1 more minute left. 1 more minute left. So the question I'm going to ask this current 1-hour candle is this hourly candle going to close bullish with its wick just like this, or is it going to fill this gap? What's going to happen? Let's see. Either way, it's telling me there's a higher chance for the price to further continue up. I'm still waiting for buys above this level, or I need a deeper retest or a deeper support before heading up. So I am waiting here. I'm just waiting. Just waiting. Four-hour candle, 2-hour candle, 1-hour candle, 30-minute, 15, 5. Interesting. 1. Interesting. Yeah, there could be short-term sales, definitely. There could be. Just gotta wait. So the previous 2-hour candle closed bullish, and there is still bullish signs and bullish targets for the wick to fill, for the candles to fill the wick. So very interesting. Very interesting here. 4-hour candle is still bullish, hanging around that area. Hanging around that area. Price hasn't broken above 1855.460, which is a psychological level. If you look at this bearish candle, if you look at the high tells you that, you know what, the price that the candles tapped was 1855.460. So if it's actually respecting that psychological level, we need some sort of stronger confidence in the price action. That's going to be a support. Maybe this hourly candle has made its support, right? For the current hourly candle to respect the bullish pressure, it has to sort of tap this support, respect this support, and then start heading up. So still waiting, still waiting. Still waiting. Now 30 minutes seems like it's ranging too. So not a good idea to be around ranges, right? As we know already. So I have to stay away from ranges. So eventually, another simple analysis could be, for example, waiting for price to now break above these consolidation, break above a higher time frame candle, break above, retest, then further head up. If it does that, that could be a possible entry case too. But otherwise, I'm just waiting, man. I'm just 100% waiting. 100% waiting. Have got few ideas in the head, just waiting. All right, so the London market has opened up, right? So it's very interesting to see how the London market's gonna move this gold price. Is it gonna actually retrace the price all the way down, grab its discounted price, then further head up? What's happening? What's happening? 30-minute is in a range. For now, 1 hour looks cleaner, so that's good. So if we have to play it off the hourly candle, bang, 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 right? Bang, 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 bang. Something like this. Wow, GBPAUD opened up with a gap. Look at the gap here. Interesting. $50 pips, almost 45, 50 pips, sort of a gap. Interesting to see that. Interesting to see that, definitely. So if anybody has any sort of question, just go for it, guys. Just shoot it up. If the YouTube guys have some sort of question, anybody here has some sort of question. Right. And we are back in it again. So the hourly candle is still hanging around there. We are just waiting here. Just waiting and waiting. So 4-hour candle is still bullish. London market has opened. So we are 10 minutes in the London market already. So I haven't seen any sort of major volume in it. That's something. That's something to look at. Okay. Oh, 1, 2, 3. And weekly. Let's go here. All right. So the price does seem like it's actually rejecting that weekly level. If it's actually rejecting that level, interesting. We have to see something similar like the previous week. If it's actually rejecting that level, I definitely see buying probability above that range. But man, this is something to look after for. Something to look after for. Something to look after for. Daily candle, the previous daily candle closed above the resistance. Current daily candle is above this resistance as well. Very close to this level here. 1859, 800. Interesting. Oh, Tuckin's here. Hey, thinking I want to learn because it seems interesting. Do you recommend starting at your first video? Oh, yeah. So you can actually go to some of the first videos, but I haven't made specific content on specific ideas. So that's something I'm actually working with. So I've got some of the requests for beginners from some of the beginners. They did send me some of the requests. For example, they wanted to learn how to draw a support, how to determine the trend of the market, so right? So I'll actually make videos on specific topics. So it's going to be in the same channel. So hopefully you can see it in the next few days. I'm going to start with how to draw support and resistance, and finding out rejection points, and finding what the trend of the market is. So you'll see it in a few days, talking. But definitely ask questions. Come in and just ask questions, man. Mr. Takaniski. Alright, so I think the waiting has been worthwhile. We haven't lost anything yet, so we are on the positives. Waiting and not exposing yourself to the risk is also a win, you know, and we are on the winner side, so definitely. Obviously, if it's a no volume day, you know, waiting patiently is amazing. So it's good. It's been another chill day here. You know, Monday, start of the week. Not much of the volume seen. Candles interacting with the channel a lot of time. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen. Awesome, can't wait. We'll figure it out. Just throw myself in. So there will be a beginner introduction kind of thing eventually. Yep, 100%. There will be. I've got some of the requests from beginners. They've been shooting questions in Instagram, and I will definitely make a video. 100%. 100%. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Alright, so the 15-minute price actually seems like it's ranging. There's nothing much happening in 15-minute. Obviously, oh, and the Tradingview has has paused. Something's wrong. Oh, okay. So 30-minute seems like 30-minute had made that some sort of resistance there. So the current 30-minute candle is right above that resistance. So if we could get some sort of close above, if we could get a 30-minute close above, maybe the bias for buys could eventually build up, right? So for now, there's nothing. It's just ranging. So have to see candles closing in our direction. Interesting. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. So if anybody has any sort of question, just shoot it at me. Shoot it at me. And if there's anything interesting anybody's looking at, just, yeah, again, share it to the group. Anything interesting, anything, any topic interesting. It's actually very interesting looking at the wicks of the 5 minute, isn't it? The way 5 minute is moving up, it's actually moving slow, but look at the direction, look at the wicks. Every wick is higher here. Wicks are higher, eventually higher. So it seems like the trend is still bullish. Maybe candles are ranging to collect its order here. So eventually, if it's ranging, we have to see some sort of close above, retest, and further head up. I definitely see bias for buys. Just have to wait a little bit more and see candles moving in our direction. Don't want to get in too early. Gotta be clever. Gotta be clever. And we are just waiting here. Market's been pretty rangy today. Not much of an action. So it's a good idea to keep yourself calm in these sort of markets. You know, if you just blow up your account, if you go fully exposed in this sort of environment, it's not healthy as a trader. So it's actually pretty good that we are waiting. You know, not exposing ourselves. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good here. Pretty good. Our 15-minute candle is rangy. You know, looking at the 15-minute candle, definitely we can tell that, you know what, 15-minute candle just ranging. Just ranging. All right, let's look at GA one more time. Looking at GA. GA is getting back in that range one more time. Maybe GJ buys above 154.315. Could be something to keep in mind. That could be the case too. So I'm actually going to set an alert around that area when the price is going to go closer. It's going to head closer. I will see if that's going to fall into my plan. If that is going to fall into my risk plan. Let's see. All right, so the hourly candle is going to close in the next 36 minutes. It's actually heading down. So if this maneuver in gold's price is only to grab liquidity on the downside before moving up, that'll be something good. That will be something good. Okay, looking at the 4-hour candle, it's doing what we said earlier it could do. So it's actually going down, right? It's actually going like bang, bang, bang. So eventually want to see some sort of proper retest around here. So let's look at here. Retest somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. If this 4-hour candle could do something like this, that'll be good. Still waiting. Still waiting. It's the first day of the week. So obviously market is setting up. Market is setting up. All right. So the 2-hour candle, previous 2-hour candle closed bullish with a smaller body, obviously. So this current 2-hour candle is starting to head down. So I only see sells as a short-term kind of a maneuver. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see how this 30-minute candle closes, right? So the question we gotta ask this current 30-minute candle is it actually going to close above the support or below the support? If this current 30-minute candle could close below this support, man, there's a high chance it can actually head down. It can actually head down. There could be some short-term sells coming in, definitely. That's something interesting to look at. Something interesting to look at. Let's see. Just waiting. Waiting and waiting. Interesting. 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 I am just waiting here, waiting and waiting. That's all I'm doing. Just waiting. So the question I gotta ask this current 30-minute candle is it going to close below this support? Right. So if this 30-minute candle closes below the support, there's a high chance that the next 30-minute candle could further continue down too. But the range on the downside is very less. You know, it's not looking very appealing. So if it's gonna head down, I'm gonna let the candles head down. You know, I'll be willing to take a buy later after price creates some sort of support in hourly, in 2 hour, in 4 hours. So I'm just waiting here. London market has been awaiting day to day. Not risking anything, just wait and watch. Alright, so it's been pretty interesting here. Pretty interesting. Alright, so the 30-minute candle is coming into close in the next 9 seconds. The question we got to ask this 30-minute candle is it going to close above or below the support? And it closed below the support. Interesting. So for the next candle to further continue down, it has to retrace up, then break the low and further head down. But the range is not so much, you know, it's only 8 to 9, 10 pips, so not sure. One hour, 29 minutes left for this 1 hour to close. And let's look at this. Interesting. 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 All right, so we are still moving. The 1 hour candle is still open. It has 26 more minutes left for its close. So it looks like 1 hour has rejected that 1 hour support. So that's pretty good. All right, so this gray area here was a 4 hour key level that the 4 hour candle had broken above. I wanted to see a proper retest around that area. So for example, if I go into 4 hour candle here and I remove these guys. Oh, actually, hold on. So the 4-hour candle was flipping bullish, definitely. All right. So that gray area that earlier on was a 4-hour key level that the price had broken above. All right. So this 1851 320 level was a 4-hour level that the price had broken. Right. So I want to see a proper retest around that area. Obviously, the current 4-hour candle has a lower wick and a decent lower wick. So is the price going to continue further up from here, or is it going to retrace even down, even lower, around 1851 320 vicinity? All right. So I'm just waiting and seeing. Just waiting and seeing if I can take any sort of opportunity once I get that retest. All right. So the hourly candle is starting to head up. If you look at the hourly candle, let's look at this. If you look at this, you will see that, you know what, the hourly support here is being respected. The current hourly candle broke down, couldn't close above. It still has 25 more minutes left. So we have to wait and see if this candle could close below or close above. If it's going to close above, we still have a stronger bias for bullish moves. So we just got to wait. Just got to wait. It has been a ranging day. No trade, obviously. Pretty much ranging here. So candles have been moving in channel. So we have almost sort of another channel here of price heading down, right? On 5 minute, we can definitely see this. The price is interacting with this another channel here. It's very interesting. What's going to happen? Shoot. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so we have 22 more minutes left for this hourly candle to close. Very interesting here. 22 more minutes left. So if we look at the current hourly candle's price action, so the lower wick, all this lower wick could be a liquidity grab for the candle to further move up. But we have to see a candle close above now. We have to see this hourly candle closing bullish, right? So it is definitely respecting this support. So have to see this candle close and see if this was a London market premium price grab, right? There is definitely a 4-hour level here. Look at this. The gray area is that 4-hour level that we broke before, right? And the candles did close above. So want to see some sort of retest around that area, and eventually in 4 hours that would make sense. So something like this. So this is around 1851, 320 vicinity. This area. Want to see something like that. Let's see if that becomes real here. So for now, the current 4-hour candle has a decent wick on the downside, has some range on the top that it can fill easily, but want to wait for Want to wait for the proper retest. Definitely want to wait for the proper retest. If it's not going to happen in the next 1 or 2 hours, potentially around a New York session, we can get that move. So it's a good thing that we get a proper view of the market. You know, obviously because I trade a New York session too, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Even if I'm not going to get any trade right now, I know what the market is doing. So it's very easy for me to come back to my chart and just stick up to the idea. So 20 minutes left for this hourly candle to close. Very interesting here. For sales, I mean, obviously the range is not looking good enough, so I have to wait. 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes. Wow, look at this. So anybody can tell that, you know what, just by looking at it, you can tell that gold is just ranging. Look at the gold, man, it's just ranging. There's nothing happening here. There's nothing happening except for waiting and waiting. $18 more minutes left for this hourly candle to close. Very interesting. 18 more minutes left. $17 more minutes. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting here. If this hourly candle, so here's the thing, right? So if this hourly candle closes bullish, respecting the previous hourly support, this liquidity grab on the bottom could actually drive the price a little bit higher. It can. So gotta wait for this 17 minutes to see if this candle actually closes bullish, right? So it's very interesting. 30-minute looks like it's ranging, so I have to see prices breaking above that range. So ideally, if the price could do something like this, so if this is a range, price has to break above, retest, head up. Let's see what's going to happen here. This is looking very interesting. This hourly situation is looking very interesting. So something to look at, definitely. 16 more minutes left. Is this hourly candle? So the question is this hourly candle going to close a bullish with chances for the next candle to further move up? What's going to happen? So this is something I can tell, right? If this candle is going to close bullish, what I'm going to do is, if this candle is going to close bullish, I'm going to wait for the next candle to do something similar to this candle. That is, do its rejection on the downside, then further move up. I am in no hurry to take a trade. I have to see candles printing my way. That way I can definitely capitalize on it. So I would ideally want to see something like this. A deeper wick. But at the first, this hourly candle has to close bullish. That's the idea. That's the idea. 15 more minutes left for this hourly candle to close. All right, very interesting. I'm looking at this 15-minute candle. Look at this. It has 20 more seconds left for this close. It's looking good. Alrighty. 30 minutes trying to break that range. 5 minute is very close to this channel. Has to break the channel, retest, and head up. Let's see. Let's see. Hourly candle has to close bullish. Don't want to force any sort of trade here, so gotta wait. I can definitely see this hourly candle interacting with the second channel too, so I have to wait. So the 1 minute is actually interacting with the channel here. Interesting. Thirteen more minutes left for this hourly candle to close. Interesting. So I'm gonna come back in the next 10-15 seconds. Just give me a second. I will come back. And still waiting. We are just waiting here. Waiting and waiting. Alrighty. So looking at the hourly candle has 10 more minutes left for its close. It's bullish. Still bullish, hanging around that area. It'll be interesting to see how this hourly candle closes, right? Because the hourly candle has tapped that hourly support, potentially respecting it. So if there's any bullish moves coming in, man, that'll be good. That will be good. Okay, the 30-minute candle, 30-minute is ranging, but it's definitely bullish right now. So we want to see eventually price closing above this channel. That'll be good. That will be good. Let's wait and see. Just waiting here, waiting and waiting. Da, 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 da. See if gold is pushing up. Gold, need gold to push up. Alright, the pound yen is dropping back in that range. Interesting, isn't it? So. Are we rejecting the top in pound yen? Are we gonna get some sort of sales in pound yen? Interesting. So the hourly candle is going to close in the next 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Is there going to be some sort of decision in the market sentiment, or is it going to be indecision here? What's happening? Interesting. Waiting for another 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Gold, my friend. Let's play USD CAD. What USD CAD is doing right now. Interesting. Baby, baby, baby. We are still waiting here. Still waiting. Still waiting. Just waiting and waiting in gold. All right, so the 4-hour candle definitely is still bullish. We have 50 more seconds left for this hourly candle to close. So that's something important to wait for, right? So the hourly candle is coming to close. So the interesting thing is this current hourly candle going to flip bullish, or is it going to stay bearish? Is it going to stay above the support or below the support? So some of the interesting things we are waiting for here. Let's see, 20 seconds more. Let's see. 20 more seconds. Let's see here. Waiting for this hourly candle to close. 10 seconds. It's still above that support. Okay, so the hourly candle has closed right above the support. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. We are 3/4 in this 4 hour. There's only 1 hour left for this 4 hour candle to close. So what I wanted was, eventually I wanted a retest around this gray area. So I have to wait and see if we can get that. So if there's going to be some sort of retest around this 1851 350. Is this the 50? What is this? Yeah, 1851, 465, 350, whatever level, that area, that could be good. That could be good. All right, so the previous 1 hour candle closed bearish but did respect that support. Right now in hourly, it looks like hourly is ranging too. So eventually, if hourly candles are ranging, making some sort of consolidation here, want to see candle close above, retest, then further head up. Okay, so just gotta wait. You know, price is ranging, so it's not a good idea to be in when it's ranging. So it's a Monday too, so there's no reason to go full on a Monday. So just gotta wait. So the 5-minute candles are still bouncing off of the channel here. The second channel, it's interesting. So maybe the next volume time is going to be in the next 57 minutes. Maybe there's going to be some sort of volume being induced in the market in the next few minutes, right? In the next 57 minutes, we are going to get that Tokyo close. So maybe the Tokyo close is going to induce some sort of volume in the market too. So that's something to look out for. So looking at this, bang, 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 bang. So we want to see some sort of candle. Let's see. Da 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 da. Da, da, da. Okay, interesting. Our 15-minute is damn ranging. Look at this. This damn ranging here. Our 1 minute is trying to break that channel. Let's see if we can get a break and a retest, then for the continuation up. Let's see. Let's just wait here. Just waiting. 30-minute looks like 30-minute has created some sort of support, right? Respected this 30-minute support. It's ranging in a simple view. It's just ranging. I gotta see a candle close above at least. That'll be good. 1857 300. Waiting for this to happen. All right, so I'm going to be here for the next 15 to 20 minutes. If there's any question, guys, just ask me. After 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to call it a day. Take a break for the New York session. Obviously, London session here hasn't been moving a lot. There hasn't been a lot of actions, right? It's Monday, definitely, so we do expect less volume, right? So I'm going to be here for the next 20 minutes. And after that, I'm going to take a break for the New York session. Stretch out a little bit, and yep, definitely see chances of gold moving up. So have to see candles retesting. I want to see ideal retest around this 4-hour gray area, this area, and head up. That's a 4-hour level. If you look at the 4-hour candle, and if you go to the left hand traffic, look at this. This is the level that one of our 4-hour candles broke above. There's a cleaner range in 4-hour. Look at this. There's actually a cleaner range just looking at the 4-hour, right? So if that's actually happening, 4-hour has to do some sort of maneuver here, some sort of retest around that gray area, and then further move up. So for that, just gotta move. Just gotta relax. Just gotta relax. All right, so going into hourly one more time. So the hourly is interacting with the channel. All right, so Nai here is saying, hi Anuj, just something off topic. I'm still new to this game. I'm thinking of joining IC market. They offer European compliant market with a max 30 leverage or a global account with maximum leverage. Given that my account will be a 10K account and I don't intend to risk more than 2% or trade more than one lot at a time, what are your views on this? Okay, so let's do the math here. Let's do the math. Okay, so alrighty, so what you tell me is you want to risk only 2%, right? So what's the 2% of a $10,000 account? That's $200, right? And you want to use only one lot. So the question you got to ask is 1:30 leverage enough for you to open up at least one lot account, one lot position? So you have to ask yourself that question, because the things about margin comes into play, right? So what is the margin percentage, the minimum margin percentage that the brokerage allows to open a position? Minimum margin percentage. So you got to ask that. Obviously 2% is, for example, if you're experienced, at least if you have some experience in the market, 2% is all right, is an okay practice. So professional traders with big capital, because they want to be risk reverse, they want to go with only 1 or 0.5% of their risk, and at some of the times even 2%, right? So you got to ask yourself that question, that you know what, are you actually comfortable risking that amount? Are you comfortable or not? 2% is a valid idea. I actually grew my account. I'm completely new, So you have to actually work with 0.1%. So what's 0.1% of $10,000? Oh, sorry. 0.1%. All right, $10. So you got to risk maybe 0.1% to start with and see if you're consistent. You don't want to do an hit and trial with your risk. Trust me, once you're consistent, maybe that's how you up your percentage. After that, go with 0.5. So 0.5%. Yeah, $50. And then slowly, as you're consistent, you know what? Now my psychology in the trading is good. I'm like confident. Everything is good. I have my proper strategy. I have my psychology there. I have everything set up. So now I'll go with 1%. That's how you have to play it off. Anybody can easily say this to you. They can tell you that, you know what? Oh man, I use 5%. I use 10%. I used 3%. So everybody has a different learning curve. Everybody has a different growth curve, right? So you got to ask yourself a question that, you know what? Do I use my capital to do a hit and trial sort of a experience? Or do I actually want to see a consistent growth and logically up my lot then, right? So you got to ask yourself that question. So with IC market, I'm not sure what the minimum margin percentage is. So you have to ask the brokerage and see what the minimum margin percentage is. Maybe 1:30 is not enough for one lot or something. You gotta ask, because one lot means $100,000, man. You need to have $100,000. So 30 into let's see, $300,000. Okay, 3 lots. Yeah, just ask the brokerage if what is their minimum margin percentage, right? So you need to have some margin. Just ask. I've never used a 1:30 leverage. To be honest, I've never used 1:30 leverage because I didn't know how minimum margin percentage would work with it. So it is around 3,300 margin per lot. Oh, okay. So that's cool. 3,300. So I suggest don't go with one lot. You know, if you're a beginner, a good practice would be risking 0.1%, which is like nothing. Now that way you slowly build your psychology and you'll be comfortable with actually risking, right? If you risk 2%, man, you have to see things in this perspective, right? When I was a beginner, nobody told me this. So I risked a lot and I lost a lot. So I don't want anybody else to do this, right? So you have to look at things in this perspective. For example, if you risk 1%, let's say you risk your daily risk. Daily risk is 1%, okay? Which is still a big amount for a beginner trader. For experience sake, 1% is a lot. Trust me. So if you use 1% risk, you have in about 90 to 98 chances of blowing your account. All right. So the idea is you don't want to blow your account. But if you want to really experience trading and grow your account and you want to see that growing curve, you have to use a smaller risk than 1%. Having 90 chances to blow your account is not enough. With 90 losses, you can blow your account, which is possible. The market can take your money, man. 90 chances is nothing. And sometimes when your psychology goes in a different curve, when your mind tells you to do different things, oh man, everything crushes you. So build a habit of using 0.1% risk for your learning's sake. Don't risk 1 to 2%. It's not good. Not good at all. Risk $10. So that's 0.1. So I would suggest that, 100% suggest that. As you get experience, you have consistency in the market, you know what your setup is. You exactly know what your setup is. You know exactly how much you need to earn, or how much your weekly goal is, how much your weekly risk is. Then everything will be fine. Then, until then, just use 0.1% for that learning curve sake, for that learning experience sake. For the proof of earning, for the idea of earning afterwards, you can definitely up your lot. Definitely up your lot. So, did I answer your question? Did I answer your question? 100%. 100%. Give yourself more chance, man. If you use 0.1%, you have in about 900 chances. Is it 900 chances? How many chances have you got? If you got, let's see, 0.1. Oh, you got 1,000 chances, is it? Hold on. 1,000 chance. One. Oh yeah, you actually give yourself in about 900 to 1,000 chances to execute on that position. So definitely give yourself more chance to execute, and slowly talk to yourself. You have to talk to yourself about, I'm comfortable risking this and I'm getting consistent, so why not up my lot? Right? It's logical. Everything is defined. My setup is defined. I know what I'm doing. You have to know what you're doing before you risk any of your money. That's for sure. You have to know every single detail. If you ask yourself that question, that, what, do I know what I'm doing? And you say, and you're truthful to yourself, and you say, maybe no, then don't risk, man. Don't risk it. Honestly, don't risk it. Many beginner traders, they do the same mistake. They talk to themselves, and they say, maybe I do know, maybe. That's not confidence. That's not the stage when they have to up their lot. Upping lot for oneself is a very personal experience. Nobody else can tell you when to up the lot. You have to know. You have to ask yourself that question, and you have to be truthful to yourself that, what, do I know what I'm doing? If yes, there's no doubt you can up the lot. Never. So I have to be more experienced in the market, and definitely upping a lot will come over time. Over time. All right, so the current hourly candle in gold is just hanging around there. It's just ranging. Any position around this range is very difficult to trade with, so you want to stay away from this range. So I'm going to be here for the next 5 to 6 minutes. If there's any question, obviously, if I can help with my experience, I will definitely pour it onto you too. So just ask, it should be good. So now I asked a question. That was a good question. That was a good question. Yeah, IC market. Yeah, I think IC markets are one of the biggest brokerage out there, and they definitely can offer good spreads. So 100%, go for it. Just be aware of the margin percentage, minimum margin percentage, and that's it. That's it. Oh, they are based in Australia. Yeah, there used to be an IC market in Australia, I believe. IC markets. Oh yeah, they are. They are right here. They are here. Yeah, I used to be with a different brokerage. But yeah, they changed the leverage too because of the ASIC's regulations. So yeah, it is what it is for now. It is what it is for now. Gold is just ranging, man. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the next volume time, So the next volume could come in the next 14 minutes. So obviously I'll be in a break, you know, but you guys, if you guys are there at the charts in the next 14 minutes, if we're going to see some sort of move, that'll be good. I definitely see higher chances for buys. So just gotta wait and see what's gonna happen next. Just gotta wait and see what happens next. Obviously, if there's no movement around Tokyo close 2, definitely pre-New York and New York is still there. So that's interesting. Oh yeah, Jamil says your buy level will still be valid. Yes, it's going to be valid if the price starts moving up, because the momentum in the daily and 4-hour could be further continued, right? So if you look at the candle's size, it does make sense. For example, you can do a simple technical analysis and look at the candle size body. Candle's size and look at the candle's body. It's smaller, right? So if this 4-hour support was respected and we broke this support, where is the next most likely target? Sorry, if this daily levels are broken, and if there's enough momentum, if there's USD, what's happening? More than likely we can go up, right? So that level is still valid, 100% valid. Just have to see this 4-hour candle. I ideally want to see some sort of retest around this gray area. If the 4-hour could do some sort of retest or actually close bearish, I wouldn't mind even if this 4-hour could close bearish. That way we are only preparing for another 4-hour support. Looking at the candle's size, candle's body size, candle's body, it's definitely a bullish structure. So buys from 1857-300 in 4-hour in a daily range, 100% achievable. Just gotta see some sort of volume, you know, and that way we could avoid this range as well. So that way we can be like, you know what, I don't like this range at all. I want to stay away from this range. So how do we stay away from that range? Once price starts closing above, we can take an early buy if we have some sort of confidence, right? Some sort of confidence. If we have catalyst like a volume in our side, definitely an early buy. But you would ideally want to stay away from this range. And if you stay away from this range, what is the next ideal place to buy from? 1857-300. So this level is still valid. I'm going to keep that level. So if you go into 1 hour, if you go into 1 hour's left-hand side traffic, it tells you that, you know what, there is a cleaner range above this 1857-300. So that's a beautiful area. So above 1857-300, I'll keep my eyes open to speculate on it 100%. Yep, especially looking at the 30-minute, look at this. This is a rejection point too, right? So I would ideally want to see a candle close above 1857-300 for that cleaner range. That's the juicy bit. So gotta wait for that. Gotta wait for that. I mean, if the price starts heading down, it is what it is, you know. But ideally, I would want to see a continuation in this daily trend. Look at this. I would ideally want to see something like this. If the candle's moving up, you're 100% welcome, Jamil, 100% welcome. Gotta wait and see. Gotta wait and see. All right, so we are very close to this 4-hour close, right? So the smaller time frames are sort of ranging here. So it's okay. If it's ranging, it's okay, because we know that after ideal heavy pushes like this, candle sort of like ranges sideways, collects its order, and it moves up. If it's intending to move up after that range, it definitely moves up, right? So we are just waiting. The best idea here is to wait, definitely. So just gotta wait. 30-minute is ranging. Look at this. So I have to wait. Looks like another ranging day here. We waited and waited. That was very exciting market reading today. So let's see if New York session is going to give us some sort of position here. So I will be still waiting for buys above 1857 300 level. So until then, I have to see some sort of strong confirmation here for any sort of early buys. But until then, I will be off. And thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys in the YouTube. Thank you for the guys in the Zoom coming in and showing me support. You know, thank you, Jamil. Thank you, Motsup. Thank you, Ricardo, Saji, Sonai. Thank you so much for coming in, asking questions, and engaging. It's always a pleasure with you guys. This is amazing. Thank you for the support. Thank you very much. We're gonna come again the next day, and we're gonna see if we can take any sort of opportunities from London market. Definitely 100%. Right. Thank you so much. And just go into the YouTube, and you know what, just hit that like button just to run that algorithm. And man, thank you so much. Until then, don't overtrade. Have a good time, and see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, and thank you. All the beautiful people, thank you.